You may have heard about the debacle of Splitgate 2. Basically, their boss came out on stage and talked bad about modern shooters, which honestly, I don't blame them. It's kind of atrocious right now. And he said that basically they are kind of bringing back what makes FPS games good, and then proceeded to launch a Battle Royale mode and drop 70, 80, $90 skin packs. So this is pretty funny, especially the fact that they have marketed Splitgate as being Halo but with portals. And I gotta give it to them. Like, I haven't played the game. It does look fun. The portal mechanic seems pretty cool. It's their niche, and it's something original to look at the game, right? It's something that will draw people in. But with that being said, we're tired of this shit. I mean, this is awful. Like, this is atrocious. Do you remember when microtransactions used to be like $1 to $3, like they're supposed to be? This is anti-consumer, and this is predatory, and this is why, even though we do have an update, which is the Splitgate 2 boss came out and said that they basically cut everything in half. They're refunding people, that they're listening to people, that they want to be anything without their community. And while this is nice to hear, it kind of shows the greed that they had in the first place. And I'm not trying to bully anyone in particular. In fact, I actually think this is a really smart move from them. Having just a basic little phone video talking about it, being genuine with people, this is a W here. But I think that the reason that they're doing this is because they have to. They are not that big of enough of a game to basically ignore the complaints. They're not corporate enough to just write this off and have some, generic corporation PR work done. And I think that this is genuinely a good response. It turns out people can change their prices on the store immediately, within hours, if they actually see the hammer of the video game community coming down on them, right? So this is nice. I hope that 343 does this, because we do have some stuff happening possibly soon. The Summer Games Fest is coming here real soon, and or the Xbox game, whatever. I just hope that there's going to be some Halo stuff, and I'm pretty excited. The Xbox Game Showcase, right? Sunday, June 8th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I might be streaming this, but yes, so they did reduce prices, but that doesn't really make it better in some ways. 45%, that's nice. Now it's only $40. Um, they say you threw shade at Call of Duty on stage, but copied Warzone's mechanics for your Battle Royale and dropped an $80 bundle in Splitgate 2. Right. Ian, your game nearly has a $110 cosmetic bundle at launch. This is right after basically the spokesperson here, maybe the boss, I think. I'm not quite sure. He said this is not a political statement regarding his hat, which says make FPS first person shooters great again. He says the state of multiplayer first person shooters is tragically still. We hope to fix that, whether you want Arena, Battle Royale, Onslaught, or Map Creator. Now, again, full disclaimer, I have not played this game. However, you're going to have to do better than Portals, because I feel like that is a cool thing, but if that's all that this game has to offer, right? It looks a little bit like Concord. Maybe I don't want to say everything like with colors like this looks like Concord, but I'm just saying, brief look, it looks like Concord. Anyways, these comments are cracking me up. Trying to paint yourself as the savior of the FPS genre and then putting out a Battle Royale is kind of funny. 14,000 likes. Yikes. And dude got an SGF stage, called mid, and said he wishes Titanfall 3 was a thing, and then walked off, right? What a legend. And then he said, never mind, heard the details of the $70 microtransaction. And so Splitgate 2 Stealth drops a Resurgence style BR for free, which is cool, but also decides to drop the $140 bundle that is advertised as 40% off. Make FPS great again. Like, I mean, I think it would have earned them a lot of goodwill to just, I don't know, have some normal microtransactions. But look at this crap. We cannot allow this. Like, the fact that Nintendo now has $80 games that other studios are getting, they're basically paving the way for this new era, and we're heading towards the $100 brand new video game price for everything moving forward, which is going to happen, I think. We have Which honestly, mind you, wouldn't be such a big issue if it was actually worth it, right? I think GTA 6 might get away with a 80, $90 game, maybe even 100, if the game actually functions and is launching complete. But these a lot of these AAA studios, I won't name anyone in particular, but these dumbasses think that they can actually launch a game at full price and just expect people to buy it. I mean, I guess some people are going to buy it for sure, but I'm glad that they're losing massive amounts of money like Concord when they don't appeal to people, they don't like the people even, and that they're basically just charging full price for a game that sucks. Quite frankly. But this is gross. This is not making FPS games great again. This is the worst, atrocious. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse for this. Writing this off as 45% off is not a W. I think people are trying to spin this as like, wow, they're actually listening to us. Just still think about that. They are charging for a handful of textures for $40, $50. You could buy all of the Halo games for that amount. You could buy Helldivers 2 for that, or maybe even it's less now, I'm not quite sure. You could buy mini sets of entire games created by thousands and thousands and thousands of people that were made just a few years ago for $45 versus 4 textures that probably the intern did with help with ChatGPT in an AI image generator in probably about 2 hours. It's atrocious, right? I mean, it's gross. And it all started with that damn Skyrim freaking golden horse armor. It's never going to end because they know they make so much money from whales. And that's why I honestly think, and I don't take any pride in saying this, I just think it's going to be very likely that Halo 7 does this shit because they make more money that way. We're all just numbers on a chart. Now, again, I do want to just bring home that this is a W, that they listened and they changed it, but not as big of a W as people are making it out to be, right? Um, and I just think that $80 is a really, I don't think I've ever seen a pack. I don't think I've ever seen a pack that expensive. Maybe there are many games out there that have done it. I just have not seen anything that pricey. I think the most expensive thing in Halo Infinite was $45. Over $1,000 worth of cosmetics in just season 1, which is insane. And again, you don't have to buy it, right? But you see, this is kind of a trickle down thing where they take effort, they take their limited teams, and they put effort into more so accommodating the people, the whales that are going to be dropping hundreds or thousands of dollars on skins. We saw it with Halo. We saw it with other game studios. Like, they ruin the customization on purpose. They purposely segment it. And to say that they're never going to be pay to win is great. But we also have things like Halo 5's rec system, which was kind of pay to win. You could say it wasn't, but it was, in my opinion. And also, we have things like Star Wars Battlefront 3, which was like gambling for kids. And it's just, they're going to push it as far as they can. But I do think I agree with Mischief here. I think this is kind of an L. Again, I got to check out the game myself. And I don't know, that's all I have to say on this. But hopefully nothing like this ever happens with Halo. This is Halo with portals. So there you go. I'll catch you guys in the next one soon. We do have the Xbox Game Showcase happening pretty soon, Sunday, June 8th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I might be streaming, so keep an eye out for that if you are awake. So I'll catch you guys in the next one soon. Peace.